Up, boys? Thursday morning here, and we got some picks for Denver at New Orleans. Thursday night football. Seeming to be the game of the backups. We got Chris Olave out. We got Rashid Shaheed out. We got Pat Surtain out. So, yeah, this game could get a little messy here, but we're hoping it stays pretty calm, pretty chill. We'll see how it goes. All right, as always, we are on Underdog here, and I'm going to give a little recap of how Monday night went. So we're going to go to results here, and we're going to go to pick'em. So we had 1, 2, 3. We had 3 lines going. We lost this one because we thought Josh Allen would go lower, Braylon Allen would get used more, and the Buffalo's kicker wouldn't suck. We had 2 get voided because James Cook didn't play, and then we also had a touchdown parlay get voided and refunded because of James Cook as well. So, not a horrible Monday night, but also not a great Monday night. It definitely could have been a lot better, but I'm not disappointed in it in the least. We had a lot of green check marks. That's all I'll say. All right, into Thursday night. We got quite a few picks here, some that you can lean, some fun ones that I like, and yeah. So, starting off here with Spencer Rattler, coming in his second game. We're at home, under the lights, prime time. We're going to take his higher in passing yards. Last game, Rattler threw for 243 yards, which is a good yard line. But Denver averages 170.2 pass yards per game, given up. Pat Surtain is out, though, so that's going to open up a lot of passing lanes, a lot of pass yards. It's going to basically give another receiver to Rattler versus if Pat Surtain was in. So I like him to hit his higher here and, honestly probably hit it 200 again. Moving down, we gotta play a little bit with Kamara here. So as I said, this game of the backups basically especially for the Saints. You could take probably just about anything on Kamara, and I wouldn't say anything against you for it. I mean, I like him to get a touchdown. That's one of the fun ones I like. I like his rushing yards, his receiving yards, but I'm going to take his total yards. Just sit in the middle. I mean, Kamara averages 70 rush yards per game. So if you want to take his rush yards, you for sure could. Denver averages 114 and then 4 yards per rush. So like I said, I wouldn't be against taking the rush yards for you. And then like I said again, Pat Surtain's out, and Denver's a little banged up themselves, but definitely not as bad as the Saints. So you could take his receiving yards as well. But I like him to do probably more in the receiving game, which is why I like his total yards here, because I think he'll still have success on the ground as well. Moving on to complete this 3-pick here, we got Javonte Williams over 47.5 rushing yards, and I hate taking this one. I hate it so much because Javonte Williams stinks. Javonte Williams averages only 35.5 yards per game, 3.6 yards per carry, and 10 carries per game. Now, like I said, Saints are banged the hell up. There's no denying it. The Saints are injured to no end. I mean, I think I saw a stat earlier this week that 36% or 32% or something like that of their roster was on the injured reserve. Or not injured reserve, injury report. So, with that, I feel like I'd be wrong if I didn't take Javonte's higher for rushing yards. Now we just got to hope he actually plays some good football. So that's really the 3 picks that I like there. Again, I'm going to say a few more. It's not that I have less confidence in them or like them less. These are just the 3 that I feel like are going to be the easiest to hit, in a sense. So, Rattler, over passing yards at 184.5. Alvin Kamara, total yards at 107.5. And then Javonte Williams, rush yards higher at 47.5. Now, we're going to throw out a few more plays for you. Like I already said, Kamara touchdown. I love that as, a little throw-in pick there. A little fun. I think he's going to have multiple touchdowns tonight, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Bo Nix interception here. Yeah. The Saints have had 10 interceptions in the first 6 games. They've only given up 5 receiving touchdowns. So, I mean, with how frequent Bo Nix throws an interception, which, honestly, that's definitely playing against me right there. But Bo Nix, interception. I think Tyrann Mathieu could get it. I think literally just about anybody in the Saints secondary or defense could probably get it. So I love the Bo Nix interception line there. And then if you know me or follow my Twitter, which will be linked in the bio below, or linked in the description below, I love taking the kicking lines. And this game, we're taking Blake Grupe's higher than 6.5. Blake Grupe last game went for 9, 3 extra points, 2 field goals. I know you see this one and say, oh, he only went for 1. That's because it was a tough game. Yeah. I don't want to go back to the Chiefs game. It sucked. A few other plays that I like, as in throwing in for others if you don't like them as much. Troy Franklin, there you are. Troy Franklin, I like his reception higher. It's on a multiplier as well at 1.17. So you see here he's gone 2, 1, 2. He'd have to hit 3 to hit this. But I have a feeling that the Saints secondary, Marshawn Lynch, I wouldn't be surprised if we put a second person on Sutton. Not because he's anything super great, especially this year, just because he is almost one of their only receivers that can basically do anything. So even if Troy Franklin just literally catches, I don't know, a few balls, I could see that happening. Another one that I like Again, not as much as Troy Franklin here. I like, but kind of going along with it, I like Cortland Sutton's higher or lower on receptions at 3.5. Like I said, not that Marshawn Lynch has been Marshawn Lattimore has been anything great this year. I think he can definitely lock up Sutton, and not to the point where Sutton becomes a non-factor, but where he just doesn't catch that many balls. And I mean, really, Sutton has been very quiet this year with an average of 3 receptions in the last 3 games. So, yeah, take with that what you will. Again, these ones I don't love as much. So, yeah. One that I do actually really like, though, is Bub Means. His reception higher. I love it. So in the first game with Spencer Rattler, Bub Means saw 8 targets, 5 receptions, 45 yards, and a touchdown. Bub Means was honestly really good for us in that game. So I could see Spencer Rattler looking to him a lot more, especially because Olave is out again. I think Bub Means becomes Rattler's Olave, and he sees a lot of that work. So there's 3 more picks that I like there. The first 2, not as much, with Troy Franklin higher than 2.5 receptions and Sutton lower at 3.5. But Bub's higher at 3.5. I do like that one quite a bit. Now, I've got 3 more players for you that you can consider if you don't like any of the previous ones. We're going to come here to Foster Moreau, and we're going to hit up either his higher of receptions or higher of receiving yards. Foster Moreau, the last 2 games, he's gone 2 for 2, 2 for 2, 13 yards and 54 yards. He also scored a touchdown versus the Chiefs. Foster Moreau is someone who you get the ball to, and he gives you what you expected. I think he could get the receiving yards in 1 catch, and then that would be that. But I also think he could get 2 receptions for a lot more than 9.5 receiving yards. So I like Foster Moreau's plays here. Where's Jawan Jennings? There he is, Jawan Jennings. Alrighty. I like his receiving yards here as well at 27.5. Jawan Jennings, the last 2 games, even without Olave and Shaheed out, he's still been a factor getting targets and receptions consistently. I mean, you see he's got his 5 targets, 5 receptions, 3 targets, 3 receptions, and he does stuff with them. He got 31 yards and 48 yards. So I think if Rattler gets him the ball and, Jawan catches him like he for sure has here, I think he hits his higher on receiving yards. And then last play, we're going to come back down here to Devon Vele. What an interesting player. Oh my goodness. Vele's receiving yards I like higher as well. He's really a target machine. I mean, 8 targets, 8 receptions. 6 targets, 4 receptions. 39 yards, 78 yards. He's played in 2 games, keep in mind. But in both of those games, he's been given the ball a significant amount of time and is getting a very high target share. I mean, we could go back and look at the Seattle game, but Devon Vele getting even just 8 targets there is insane for Bo Nix. But I like his receiving yards at 32.5, as, like I said, it seems to be when he gets the ball, he does something with it. So I gave you quite a few picks to consider there. You can swap them in and out however you like. Play some multipliers there with a few of them. But yeah, those are the picks I like for Thursday Night Football. I'm hoping the game goes one way, probably in the Saints' favor. I hope our defense can keep us strong here. But anyways, guys, those are the picks for Thursday Night Football. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to see more of. And yeah, I will catch you hopefully Saturday. I will see you guys Saturday morning for some Sunday picks and a recap of Thursday. All right, boys. Have a great Thursday. Have a fantastic day. See ya.